Welcome back to the channel, everyone. We've got our W900 Kenworth project truck we've dubbed Harambe. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. Just Google Harambe the gorilla and the meme should start flowing. But we've got a lot of things going on. We have to have this thing on a trailer and loaded up tomorrow night, Wednesday, or probably today when the video gets posted, but now it's Tuesday. So many things to do. We've got to do our burnout brake valve for the hold the front tires. We're ripping some burnies. We've got stacks to put on. Den has been going at it hard every single day. Got our seats put in here, but we have to give a huge thanks to 4 State Trucks. Check them out in the link down below. Use code BRUCE10 for 10% off their entire website. But every single part you're going to see going on this truck and what's already on here has been supplied from 4 State Trucks. They've been a channel partner for going on 2 or 3 years now. Really great group of boys. They're awesome to work with. But yeah. We've got our clutch. We're going to be putting in the truck this evening. We've got a custom bell housing. Now, these parts aren't from 4 State Trucks. These are from our buddy Zach over at Dozer Dyno Service. We've got to swap out the bell housing, the clutch throw rod, all kinds of stuff has to go on. Now, we are trying to get a lot of other things done, like upgrading the fuel system, different turbo and manifold, but we weren't able to secure a turbo in time for this event to run B class, which is unlimited RPM but limited to turbo size. But we're going to run C class, which limits us to 2,450 RPM and no smoke after you shift and the truck spools. So we've got our big injectors and valve springs and clutch to get put in this truck. A lot to get done in a very small amount of time, but we're going to get on it. So let's get to it. So like I was saying, huge shout out to 4 State Trucks. Just a quick rundown of the parts we already have from them. They've been amazing getting stuff shipped here as I'm like, hey, I need this. Hey, I need this. We've got new marker lights, new cab lights. These are all really great products. They're all from different companies and different brands. But 4 States is the supplier and parts shipper who you want to be ordering all these parts from because they have everything under one roof. So like I said, we've got marker lights, new cab lights up top. Those things were like super roached. We've got new side marker lights. Now all this has been polished, but we've got to clean it back up again because it's been sitting around the shop. New step lights right here. Our buddy Chris did all the polishing. These Vendetta mid-back seats, which are seats that we put in everything we own virtually. They are hands down the most comfortable seats available on the market here. That's a 4 State Trucks product. We've got those inside the cab. We've got some Lincoln chrome stacks. Lincoln makes some really good stuff. These are also from 4 State Trucks. We're running into some issues on how we're going to mount them because this truck originally had a headache rack on it that we removed, and that's how the stacks were mounted to it. So we're waiting for some brackets the last minute show up from 4 States that I had to order. This truck originally had a big battery box right here in the center of it, and we took that out, and we're going to be putting some Merit battery boxes right here, which will be showing up in the mail tomorrow. Some point in this video we'll be getting those installed. A Merit deck plate. Oh my goodness, we have so much to get done.
I was trying to tell you
like
that.
a lot.
I was trying to tell you.
It's all adding up in my head. But for now, let's get started on getting this clutch put together. We've got to assemble the clutch on the bench, set the tolerances on it, and then take it back apart and then put it in the truck. But first, we're going to get this bell housing swapped around. And Ryan's going to put his phone on silent, and we're going to get to it. So, lots of noise going on in here, but we've got a bell housing to change out, so we got to remove the release bearing throw out thingamajiggy here. I don't know what the heck it's called. I can't remember now, but and we've got to change the throw rod here because we've got a freaking Mac Daddy clutch release rod here. Because this is a huge monster 4-disc clutch. So we're gonna get all this stuff taken out of here right quick and get this bell housing. Well, actually, you know what? Yeah, we've got to have that one, that shaft right there. We don't need this one or that. So actually, we can leave all this in here and just leave it in the bell housing because we don't really need it. So, but taking this loose, it should slide right out the side there. Maybe, unless it's freaking metric, turd. There's one. Now we've got our new modified release. So basically, a factory semi-clutch has what's called a clutch that is a pull type where it pulls to release, and this one's a press where it presses the fingers down. So that's why we're changing this out to a press style. Now what's nice is this transmission looks fairly new, like ish.
Find out.
Can you help me clean this, Ryan?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out this weekend. All right, so that's out of the way. Well, we may have to pull this out because there's a thing right there. So yeah, I guess we'll take them all out. That's a pretty serious roll pin looking doohickey there. Is it built into it? No. See, I've never had one of these apart, so this is a learning experience for me too. Can't tell if it's rolling it out of there or not. Yeah, it is. Ta-da! Bing bong! Okay. Alright, now we pull the bell housing off. This thing looks dirty. We probably should clean it all off first. Oh no! Ben, you got the air? Never mind. Alright, let's make sure there's nothing gonna... Oh, you know what this is? This is from where it was sandblasted. Don't want to get any of this noise. Don't want to get any of the stuff in the transmission here. Should cover that up a little bit better. Right here we have a BFH. You guys comment down below if you know what that stands for. But the reason we're changing the bell housing is not because of the clutch. It's because it's an aluminum bell housing. And when you start doing lots of torque and stuff, these get kind of weak. But also, we're changing it to a cast steel instead of a cast aluminum. So that in the event the clutch does decide to explode, it keeps me from losing all my feet and legs and toes. And I think we might be able to get away with not having to run a transmission blanket by having a steel bell housing. I'm probably wrong, but I'm just assuming. So this is my first time doing surgery on one of these transmissions. So, oh no, you don't. It's a learning process. Boom! Right there's the front of that hog. Look at that. Gotta get this gasket off. Now see. Our buddy Zach was telling me something about, that's our clutch brake. Oh, that's a good explanation for our European viewers. Since these are not synchronized transmissions, you can't just press the clutch down and put it in gear. By pressing the clutch all the way down, it will press against what we call the clutch brake here and actually stop this shaft from turning. So if you press all the way back, it goes against the transmission and will slow the shaft to a stop so you can actually put it in gear. That's a big one, ain't it? It's a monster. All right, so we've got a new dealio here where our throwout bearing will actually ride on, and that's gonna go just like that over it. So now, I don't know what, oh, this just slides in and out of there. Now I'm assuming this is what the oil rail that pumps oil from the bottom to the top of the transmission. That's what it looks like. Oh, dang, that thing's long as heck. Dude, it's a good thing we're doing this. Look at them O-rings. Some things are shot. I have to replace those before I put it back in there. O-rings. Okay. All right, well, let's get this off. And then we will get a razor blade, clean all this old gasket material off of here. Dude, look at all that dirt there. We like working where it's dirty. Okay. There's a spot to get a screwdriver under or not. There we go. Huh. You'd think there'd be a seal, but I guess the seal, guess not. Very strange. All right, so this is off. Now, we must get razor blade and clean all this up. All right, so we've got a new gasket to go on here that goes behind the bell housing. And I just realized we actually have a kit that deletes the oil rail thingamajig. I don't know why it deletes it. Maybe we just don't need it for what we're doing. I don't know. We really don't need the transmission oil cooler, so I probably should order a block off for that, but I don't have it before this event. Oh, these are going to be a pain. But I do not have a new gasket to go here, and it ripped a little bit, but I'm thinking we'll put a little bit of silicone on there and it'll probably be okay. So that's what we're going to do in that spot. But for now, lots of gasket peeling. Oh, much better with the proper tools instead of hitting it raw. Dang. We'll be here all day though. Ta-da. Ooh. Too far. I don't know if I like that. Probably should be putting it in with a ratchet. See how it turns?
That would be a good idea.
Well, Ryan went home and had to handle a few things, but he's back up here, and now we've got the bell housing on there. We've got everything put together. We've got our push style throwout bearing and all that. It's all good to go. It's all set up. Now we have to adjust the clutch stands and set these stands here because they're adjustable, and the reason they're adjustable is so that as the clutch wears out, you can lower them down and it keeps the pressure plate set with all of the pressure basically. So what I'm doing now is setting these stands at 3.790 from the bottom of the flywheel to the top here, and that's going to give us all the pressure plate pressure, but we've got to go around in all of them. So what I'm doing is taking a paint marker and marking them all as I do them. Then we're going to get this put in the truck. Transmission's ready to go. Yeah, and I just talked to our buddy Zach at Dozer Dyno because we're going to be running C-Class this weekend, not B-Class. He said to leave the stock injectors in it, don't mess with the valve springs or anything, because we may be too smoky. We have to, you can't have any smoke after the turbo spool and C-Class because it's basically like a street truck style class. So he said just put the moon tune in it and let it rock. Now when we get our big turbo and everything else, we move up to the B-Class and we do the injectors and everything else, then it won't matter. But that does take a lot of work off the plate we need to do. He said it should make easily, 1,000 horsepower with stock injectors, big tune, us having factory compounds. It should have plenty of power. It'll really surprise us. So we'll see. But now I've got to sit here and adjust all of these. We'll get them all set and adjusted and get the flywheel put in the truck and get this thing up in the air and get transmission started. Well, folks, we're underneath the truck here. We're about to pull our flywheel off. We already got the pressure plate off. We got the pressure, or the, we got the flywheel with all the stands adjusted on it. But now we get to pull this heavy thing off here, so. Well, these flywheels, I forget, aren't as heavy as you think they are. Well, I mean, they're heavy for a big truck, but we did the clutch in my old pulling truck on the ground at the old shop in Dade City. Okay. Now I need to see if the new thing's got an alignment dial. That rear main seal is not leaking. If they're not leaking, don't touch them. But that's not good. Look at that. Here for the rear housing are about to fall out. That would have been a bad day if that hit the flywheel. I think it's like a 14 millimeter 12, or maybe a 13 millimeter 12 point.
Oh, that's what he was saying, 12 point. Okay.
We'll just hit him with the old tight. Nice.
Chat, we're cooked.
Oh, that's
Brian, it's all your fault.
We might be able to go rob one out of one of them engines sitting over there.
That ain't good.
No, the threads are cooked. They're smooth as glass in there. Oh yeah, look, she just slides in and out. That's not good. Okay.
So what does that mean?
Oh no, this one didn't. It's just broke off in there.
That one you can.
Now I need some reverse drill bits.
O'Reilly's.
Do you think they're loose? Maybe you can get in there with some pliers, just like turn it.
What I did. All right, YouTube, we got the flywheel off, and I was seeing some bolts here that were loose. I went to tighten them up, and all 3 of them broke. So now if we can get them out, we'll go get some new ones out of an engine we got in the back. Try to replace them. Maybe someone comment down below if this is a common thing. I'm getting it, you know what we need is like a rubber or something, because my thumb is turning it out. All right, so we fished 2 broken bolts out of the engine already. Now we're sitting here spinning this one with picks and all kinds of stuff. That's luck. Big luck. All right, there's the rest of it. Now we gotta get some bolts. So no clutch going on tonight, I guess.
Tomorrow's gonna be a long day.
Well guys, so many things have transpired in this video, from us getting the clutch thrown in there, transmission, stacks, I don't know what else. So many things, and I know we've skipped around, but it's been a crunch for time. It's currently 4 o'clock Central Time here in Tennessee, and we've got a 11 and a half, almost 12-hour drive ahead of us. I've got Cole and Aaron driving the Peterbilt hooked to the camper so they can alternate, and then I'll have myself and Villa in the Scania here so we can alternate if we need to. Ryan will be a bunk bunny for the entire ride between the 2 trucks. Kenworth is loaded up. The Dodge is loaded up. And we're going to be drag racing both these trucks. Super pumped. Villa's already in the truck. He's like, I didn't fly all the way from Finland to sit here and do nothing. So let's freaking go. We got a lot of drive. Well guys, we made it up here. We left last night really late. We stopped and slept for about 6 hours. We just got here. I forgot how long of a drive it is all up here to Onaway, Michigan. But got air in the truck. He's gonna get it aired out. We're driving off. I've registered this truck, the Scania, and Brutus to race, so everyone that came up here can have some fun, except for the cameraman Ryan.
Yeah, maybe I'll get in a truck.
Oh, you can definitely ride. Maybe. You sit in the middle seat next to me and I'll hold on to you so you don't get too uncomfortable. We're going to keep getting everything unloaded and go from there. Alright, so we went to the store, got some fire extinguishers, backup alarm, because the backup alarm that was on the back of the Harambe there was not beeping loud enough. I mean, you could barely hear it going, it wasn't being beeping noise. So we got a new beeper on there. Flashing an updated tune file in here from Firepunk Diesel. They've been helping us along the way. We got a Firepunk transmission in this thing. All kinds of hot rods. Look at that thing. Dang. We must have one stack on there.
Oh,
it's underneath.
Oh, underneath, yeah.
That must be a B-class truck, or a C-class truck. So, anyways, we're flashing this. You need the track bar. It might get death wobble, and I might have death happen. And then we're gonna put another flash in Harambe there and see what happens. We got straps wrapped all around the frame.
Dude, look at this battery tray.
Yeah, custom battery tray. And the reason we have the straps is usually they require to have chains underneath in case a drive shaft drops or something happens. But since we're C-class and we're completely stock on the engine, and Mike said just run some ratchet straps around it, you should be good to go. So, speaking of Mike, there he is. Look at that Kenworth there.
Dude.
It's a rev, Mike. Look at us.
He's in the zone.
He's in the zone. That's a lot of weight. Now, I don't know what these trailers weigh compared to the B trains we pulled last time, so we'll find out here in a few hours, or here soon. And then, oh, here's our little short box we get to race. Is it four-wheel drive? Oh, no, he's too good. Dang, I'm about the Cummins there.
Oh.
He could be hurt.
No, he has no bed, though. Alright, we got Flat Nasty 3.0. About to go make a pass. Bruce is doing something over here. Don't know what he's doing.
Fixing things and doing things. Here we go. We're gonna make a little hit.
See what it does. I can't wait.
Dirty Max right there. He got the slicks on it. He might have some better traction for us. Ruh-roh.
It fell down in between the seat. I had to find mine too. Look at that thing, dude. On the ground. You want to race? Sure.
Which side? Sure. We'll put him on the right lane so he can see us passing him. Hopefully.
There we go. That was awesome.
That's all right. We've got to
Dude,
manually shift it because it didn't hit lockup like it should have. If we would have had lockup, that baby would have went, wow.
that felt awesome. I don't think I've ever gone that fast before.
You definitely have. I told you this is fast. He smoked us though. I mean, he didn't smoke us that bad. We were with him.
Yeah. Oh
He
yeah.
definitely had lockup going.
I love that feeling.
I think he's surprised his old farm truck kept up with it.
Yeah. Heavy flatbed. Looks like we're about to race the mule. What are you gonna do different?
Manually shifted.
Gosh.
That was way faster that time.
Yeah, we went over the hill quick.
Where'd that semi go?
Literally.
Well, folks, she's running good, but we need a lockup switch because when it shifts one, locks up second gear, then you go to third, it unlocks and then locks again. So if we make sure it's locked that whole time, it'll pull way harder and keep up with the competition next door. But that thing's running good for us. I say us, for Trent doing all the work he did. Thanks, Trent. I don't know if you watched the video or not, but he's put a ton of time and effort into getting this truck done. So Villa's tuning their Caterpillar here with the Moon Tune. We're gonna see if it works. I still think we may have to put injectors in it tonight, so it might be a long night.
It's gonna be a good night.
Ryan's been running the grocery store, goofing off, doing nothing, taking the old Cummins around. Well, I've been here getting my hands covered in diesel, trying to find out why we don't have enough fuel pressure. I think our fuel pressure regulator was bad. I also took one out of the pump, shimmed it, used the electrical connectors, and see what happens. We're going to ride. getting our injectors put in. We should have done it last night because we have an hour to get them put in before racing starts. And run it overhead. And clean all this stuff out of the inside where the old injector O-rings were. So, hope you enjoyed the video this far. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, and the next video we'll be wrapping this thing up right here and making some passes down the track. And hopefully everything holds together. We shall see.